The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good evening, everyone. No, Joshi, we have just started. Rashmi, I think it's coming for the first time. Good evening, all. Jatin also is coming for the first time, I think. Rahul Patil. Jibji, today's session is Inequalities. Tournament will continue next week. Yes, this quant. Vijay, I do not know. I think, sorry, Ranbir. It's some inequality part has been taken by Aruncha, I think. I don't know if he has taken some part of it or not. This is my first session. Yeah, Gaurav, we can do it because there are certain people who are new in this class. So maybe at the later part of that, or otherwise, I'll post the solution on the WhatsApp itself. I was planning to discuss it online, but there are many people who are joining new. Yeah, those who are logged in from two devices, guys, Vijay, Makwana, Rashmi, you should log out from one of the devices and then join it from one of the devices only. I don't know, Rakesh and Aman, whether some part has been taken earlier or not by other faculty members. I'm going to take it first class of inequalities. So if you have done the basics, I don't know whether you guys have done it, some part of inequalities in previous, I think 3, 4 classes already done of functions. No, but yeah, basic to a bit. Chalo, then I'll start from basics as most of you are saying that you haven't done much. Yeah, Joshi, I'll start from basic itself. Chalo, let's start. Voice is clear. You are able to see my screen, all of you. Okay, good. So I'm starting with very basic, guys. Inequalities. This is different from equation where we have equal to sign. Here we'll have either less than sign or greater than sign. Inequalities, right? So we'll not have equal to sign or maybe like less than equal to or greater than equal to. These are the four signs we are going to use it. Now, as far as bracket is concerned, let's say if I give you a range that is -7 to 9, how do we write it? Is it a correct way of writing it or is it a wrong way of writing it? First tell me, I have written it correctly or wrongly? Chirag, the voice is fine. It's wrong, obviously. You need to always write the lower part on the left hand side and the higher part on the right hand side. So I cannot write it like this. So I'll write it x is lying in the range of 9 to -7. I cannot write it x is lying in the range of 9 to -7. That is wrong way of writing it. So if I ask you, let's say, what is the difference? No, Bhavya, it is running fine. I think it is running in my mobile as well. So voice is fine. Check your connection. All four representation are different. If there is only less than sign, we use a small bracket or you can say open bracket, right? So if you can see, both the ways are not including. So I'll write -9 to 7. X is lying in the range of -9 to 7. This is called open bracket. If the numbers are not including, we use it open bracket. Can you tell me number of integral solutions or number of integral values of x in first case? Okay, two different answers till now. Three different answers. Number of integral values of x. Mukul, read the question carefully. You're not even close. When we say -9 to 7, it's open bracket means, Anupam, no, x is lying in the range of, actually, x is less than 7 means it can be maximum 6 and greater than -9 means it can be maximum -8. So x is lying in the range of 6 to -8. You need not to write all the values. What you can do, take the difference. 6 minus 8 is actually minus plus, so it becomes 14. Plus 1. Plus 1 means because 0 is already there and both the values are including. So between -8 to 6, there are 15 integral values. You need not to count all. Otherwise, if you want to count it, count like this. -8 to -1, 8 values. 1 is 0. And 1 to 6, there are 6 values more. So total 15 values are there. Otherwise, directly do it. Take the difference plus 1. Will give the number of integral solution. Similarly, if I ask you in second question, tell me the number of integral values and how do you write it? Here 7 is including, -9 is not including. So we write it like this, -9 to 7. We use a close bracket for it. Correct. And here because 7 is including, so answer is 16 integral values. Correct, all of you. Here, how many integral values? No, Ajitendra. It's 14, correct. Because -7 is including, 7 is not including. You will write it like this. So -7 to 6. 7 is not including. So -7 to 6, how many values? 14 values. And here both the values are including. So you will write it like this, -5 to 7. 13 values. 13. Take the difference plus 1. 0 is already there in between, Rakesh. 0 is an integer now. So 0 is included. This much part I hope is clear to everyone. How to write it? If both of them are not including, open bracket, one is including, close bracket, and both are included, both the ways close bracket. And number of integral value, take the difference plus 1. Now in case of inequality, you need to remember 3 things. If x is greater than y, the sign of this inequality will not change if you are going to add the same quantity both the sides. If x is greater than y, x plus a is also greater than y plus a. I have added the same thing both the sides. The sign will not change. Sign will remain same. This is greater than sign, so it will remain greater than. If I subtract the same thing both the sides, the sign will not change. Sign will remain same. If x is greater than y, then x minus a will also be greater than y minus a. If I multiply with some positive quantity, the sign will not change. If a is positive. Now sign will change if I multiply with a negative quantity both the side, or if I divide with negative quantity both the side. The sign will change. If 5 is greater than 4, and if I multiply with minus 2 both the side, which side is greater now? Minus 8 is greater, minus 10 is greater. Minus 8 now, so sign will change. Ayushi, it's minus 8. Similarly, if I divide by minus 2 both the side, which side is greater? Minus 2 is greater or minus 2.5 is greater? Minus 2 is greater, very good. So sign will change. So earlier it was greater than sign, now it will become the less than sign. So sign will change only in 2 of the cases, if I multiply with negative quantity or if I divide with negative quantity both the side. Clear? Good. Okay. Now come ahead. Let's say if I ask you now, if x is lying in the range of 7 to minus 8, what is the range of x square? Quickly, what is the range of x square? It's Justini and Subhadeep. Only 2 people are correct till now. Sanjay is correct. Tanveer is correct. Suryakant is correct. Gaurav is correct. Okay. So, Jabjeet, can it be negative? X square can be negative. Then how come minus 64? If x is lying in the range of minus 8 to 7, and as most of you are giving me the answer 49 to 64, that is the wrong answer, guys. This is the wrong answer. Look at it. What can be the maximum value of x square? X square is always positive. So you will get the maximum value when you will take minus 8 or 7. Maximum is 64 or 49. Rasu, 7 पे maximum होगा या minus 8 पे maximum होगा. Jabjeet is also saying 49. Very good. If you take x minus 8, what is the value of x square? This is very basic, guys. Then what is the maximum value of x square? It's 64. So in this range, x square cannot be more than 64. That is the maximum value. Now, as most of you are saying that minimum is 49. That is wrong. Can you see that x is 0 in this range? If x is lying in the range of 7 to minus 8, can you see 0 is there in between? If I can take x equal to 0, then what is the minimum value of x square? X square cannot be negative, but can it be 0? It can be 0 now. If x is 0, then x square can be 0. So what is the minimum value? Minimum value is 0. So you'll not say 49 to 64. Answer is 0 to 64. That is clear to everyone. If x is 0 in between, then you can take it 0 as well. So next time you will not say 49 to 64. Answer is 0 to 64. So tell me now, it should be correct to everyone. If x is lying in the range of minus 9 to minus 15, what is the range of x square? Yes, guys. Now you have to learn that this time the question is different. Vijay, that's what I'm saying. This time the answer is not 0 to 20 to 25. That's why I said you guys just mug up the things. You do not understand the things. This time, can you take x 0 in this range? Can you take 0 in this range? Is there 0? Then how come you guys are saying 0 to 225? Is it wrong? This is wrong, na? So just do not mug it up. This time, the maximum value will be when you take minus 15. So x square will be 225. And this time, as you cannot take 0, so your minimum will be 81. How can you take 0 this time? 0 is not there in this range. Earlier, the question was different. Do you get your mistakes? This time, the answer is 81 to 225. This time, you will not take 0 to 20. ठीक है कोई दिक्कत नहीं है गलतियां करो बट नेक्स्ट टाइम नहीं करनी है बी केयरफुल clear till here everyone okay do the reverse if x square is lying in the range of 81 to 4 what is the range of x everyone should get it correct this time what is the range of x Ranbir and Subhadeep two people are correct till now Sanjay is correct the people who have done the last time they are giving the correct answer guys okay this is reverse Yogesh where are you the question is reverse you need not to find the 81 square x square is given I'm asking the range of x where are you Yogesh and Nitin what are we doing question is reverse okay as most of the people are either giving me the answer 2 to 9 or some people are saying minus 9 to 9 some people are saying minus 2 to 9 some people are saying 2 to minus 9 so many different answers some people are saying minus 2 to minus 9 all possible answer I got but tell me if you get this answer that maximum can be 9 or minimum can be minus 9 if you write it like this then you are taking x 0 in between you're taking x 0 in between now if x is in this range then your maximum should have been 81 and minimum should have been 0 if you take range of x is this then answer should have been this now but I have given the answer 4 to 81 if I have taken 4 here it means x was not 0 definitely in between if x would have been 0 then x square minimum should have been 0 but x square is giving minimum 4 if x square is giving minimum 4 then definitely x was not 0 in between this part is clear what I'm saying similarly here if you take 9 to minus 2, then you are taking x 0, then the range would have not been this. It means x was not 0, this part is clear. So either I can take maximum 9 or minimum 2. This part is clear, so that maximum will be 81 and minimum will be 4. Rakesh, I'm saying x cannot be 0 in between. If you are taking the range where x can be 0, then x square minimum should have been 0. But I have given x square minimum as 4. So one thing is very clear now, that in my range x was not 0. So either x was positive or x was either negative. X can be like this also. Maximum could be minus 2 and minimum could have been minus 9. In this case also the x square range will be 81 to 4. So this is the complete answer. You cannot take only positive, you cannot take only negative, or you cannot take even 9 to minus 9 kind of thing. So you have to write it like this: minus 2 to minus 9 union 2 to 9. That is the complete range. Minus 9 to minus 2. Minus 9 to minus 2 union 2 to 9. That is the complete answer. Hope it is clear to everyone. Those who made mistake of writing it 2 to minus 9, for them it is clear. Chalo, good. So now come to the question. Let's say if I ask you if x is lying in the range of 5 to minus 7, y is lying in the range of minus 3 to minus 9. What is the range of x into y? This is easy. Should have been done. What is the range of x into y? Chirag is correct. Subhadeep is correct. Vijay no. Japjit no. Jitendra no. Sanjay correct. Gaurav correct. Prashant no. Nitin no. Rajesh no. Jitendra correct now. Joshi correct. Vinayak no. Rakesh no. Pragya no. Ayushi no. Vasu no. Kushagra no. Siddhant no. Bhargavi no. Yogesh correct. Suryakant correct. Nitin correct now. Okay, again, no hidden trial, guys. You should get the answer in one go. Tell me what is y. Can I say in this range y is always negative? If I take anything, y will always be negative. Y is always negative or not? First tell me. Y is always negative, no? Minus 3 to minus 9, y is always negative. To maximize it, I want that x into y should be positive, bigger positive. So I'll take x as negative. So if I take x negative, x into y will be positive, and I need bigger positive. So I'll take bigger negative both. So I'll take minus 7 and minus 9 to make it maximum. So maximum would have been 63 straight away. This is clear. Y is negative. To maximize it, x should have been negative. Take bigger negative. Minus 7 into minus 9. Minus 7 to minus 9 will give me 63. That is the maximum. Now for minimum. As y is negative and I want the minimum. So what do I want? I want that it should be negative. Bigger negative. Bigger negative will be minimum. So I'll take x as bigger positive. Then only the product will be negative. So instead of taking minus 3 and 5, take 5 and minus 9. As most of you are getting minus 15 as minimum, minus 15 is smaller or minus 45 is smaller? Minus 45 is smaller now. So that is the minimum and that is the maximum. And that is the answer. Answer is minus 45 to 63, not minus 15 to 63. Got it, guys, everyone? These are the questions where you have to put the values by your own. So take some logical values to get the answer. And this kind of question has been asked directly. Clear? Should we move? Should I take more examples of like this? Aman, what is the problem? This simple question. As y is negative, to make it maximum, you will try to make it positive. If you want to make it positive, take x negative, then only it will be positive. And take bigger negatives. Take both bigger negatives. So take minus 7 and minus 9 to make it positive bigger. Similarly, if you want to minimize it, as y is negative, so take x positive, bigger positive, and bigger negative. So 5 into minus 9 will give you minus 45. I mean, do some more by your own, then only you will get it. Try this, everyone. If x is lying in the range of 7 to minus 5, y is lying in the range of, yes, we can take any combination, just minimize it and maximize it. Minus 3 to minus 12, z is lying in the range of 9 to 2. What is the range of xy upon z? Tell me, one answer. Do not raise hand, guys. Anyone who is raising hand, post it here itself. Ayush Gupta. Whatever doubt is, post it here. Kushagra, I do not know the answer. We'll check. I take any random examples. Just post your answer and then we'll check what is the right answer. Okay, so I got many answers. Let's check. Now tell me what is y. Can I say y is negative? You can see y is negative and z is always positive. Z is 9 to 2, so z is always positive. So can I say that that term y by z is always negative? Negative y positive, it is always negative. Look at the answer now, guys. Do not now don't post the answer. Look at here. I do not know what is the correct answer. Let's check. Y upon z is negative. To make it maximum, I have to make it positive. So I should take x negative or positive? You tell me. X should be negative or positive? Correct. X should be negative. Do it your own. Now, to make it maximum, I'll take numerator bigger and denominator is smaller so that my answer is positive, bigger positive. So take x bigger negative, take minus 5. Take y bigger negative, take minus 12. And take denominator small positive. Small positives, your ultimate answer is bigger positive. If you take 9, your answer is just 60 by 9. But if you take 2, then your answer is 30. Which one is more? 60 by 9 is more or 30 is more? 30 is more, no? So instead of you'll get the answer in one go that maximum cannot be more than 30. Any doubt in this? Quickly. First tell me any doubt in 30. Okay. Now look at the negative part. As y is negative, z is positive. So this part is negative. And for minimizing it, I want that term should be negative, bigger negative. So I'll take x positive. If I take x positive, so that term will be negative and I want the bigger negative. So to make bigger negative, I'll take numerator bigger and denominator smaller again. I'll take bigger positive. I'll take 7. Bigger negative, minus 12. And take a small positive so that denominator will be smaller and ultimate your answer will be bigger negative. So minus 42 is the minimum value of xy upon z. And that is the answer in one go. No second thought. Answer is minus 42 to 30. What is the problem can be there in this question? Simple question now. Why so many different answers? Rakesh, if I divide by 9, then I'll get minus 84 by 9. Minus 84 by 9 is minimum or minus 42 is minimum? You tell me. Which one is minimum? That is minus 9 point something. You're getting minus 42. Minus 42 is minimum, na? That's why I'm saying you have to choose the value by your own common sense. There is no rule as such. Choose the value so that you can maximize it and you can minimize it. Should be clear to everyone now how to take the values. Good. Now come to a different kind of question, guys. First, tell me, do you know how to solve the quadratic? How to find the roots? Everyone? Okay, so let's say if I ask you, what are the roots of this equation? What are the roots? Quickly. Three different answers. Only four people get it till now. Jabjit is saying imaginary. Very good, Jabjit. Is it imaginary roots or real roots? B square minus 4ac is positive. Jabjit, check again. Okay, so those who are telling 25 and 6, 25 and minus 6, minus plus 6 and minus 25, they're just telling me the factors. They're not telling me the roots. Okay, now learn how to find the roots quickly. Multiply these two numbers. That is 2 and minus 75, that is minus 150. 2 into minus 75, that is minus 150. Factorize minus 150 such that you get minus 19. And always remember, if you are getting the negative product here, the roots will be of different sign. As the product is negative, so roots will be of different sign, one positive and one negative. So you need to search for two factors such that you get a difference of minus 19 and product as minus 150. So can you quickly tell me or quickly find it that it is minus 25 and 6? The product is minus 150 and difference is minus 19. Till here it is clear. But these are not the roots, guys. Now the next step is divide these factors with the coefficient of x square. Divide it by 2 and ultimately change the sign. These are the two roots. 25 by 2 and minus 3 are the two roots of this equation. Straight away. You need not to write the whole equation, just write these steps. Everyone, is clear or not? Quickly. Yes, Siddhant. We'll not write it, the whole equation, we'll do it quickly, very fast. And I thought after 4 classes of functions, you should have done it earlier also. Look at it again. Joshi, these are the actually factors. This is like this. So ultimately x will be 25 by 2 and x will be minus 3. These are the factors or brackets, you can say. If you write the equation, you will get these two brackets. Joshi. Yeah, Ankit, I'll try to take it again. Prashant, these are the factors. If you want to write it like normally, dekho, look at it. If you do it normally in our 10th class or 9th class, we write it the whole equation like this. Then we take 2x common or we take 2x from these common. We do it like this now. Then we take minus 25 common. Then x plus 3 again common. And 2x minus 25 is 0. So these are the two brackets we are getting. So ultimately roots will be minus 3 and 25 by 2 na. So why to write this much? I'm directly getting the answer by this, Prashant. 2x is common na throughout the equation. Okay, do it your own and then tell me the answer. This is 22. I'm writing it again. Tell me the answer. What are the roots? Quickly. Correct, Chirag. No, Siddhant. Suryakant, correct. Ankita, correct. No, Yogesh. Asu, correct. Just Rakesh, no. Check the sign. Tejaswini, correct. Rakesh, no. Bhavya, check the sign. Subhashri. Bhavya is correct. No, Bhavya. One is wrong. No, Jubji. Check, change the sign at the end. One step, no? Change the sign at the end. It's 11 by 3 and 2, guys. 3 into 22. 3 into 22 is 66. Now, as I said, if product is of same sign or product is positive, then the roots will be of same sign. If you want to get minus 17, now you need to look for two roots or two factors such that sum is 17 or product is plus 66. So I'll take minus 11 and minus 6. So sum is minus 17 and product is 66. divide by coefficient and change the sign. So these are the roots, na? Minus 7, minus 11, minus 6, plus 66, and that will minus 17. Divide by coefficient and change the sign. Done. Because my next part is based on this quadratic only. So if you are able to find the roots quickly, you can do the questions also quickly. How to change sign? Change both the sign, Ayushi. Whatever you are getting, if you're getting negative, change the sign. These are the roots. If you're getting this, then ultimately your roots will be this. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, so now come to the question, guys. How to use in inequalities? Let's say if I ask you, what is the range of x? No, Nitin. Ayushi, even roots are wrong. Joshi, roots are wrong. Siddhant, roots are wrong. क्या करो तुम लोग? Manchu, I told you guys that if the product is negative, you need to search for two different roots, two different sign roots. You cannot take 10 and 3 this time. How can you take 10 and 3? Most of you are taking 10 and 3. Is the product minus 30? What are you doing? If the product is negative, you need to look for two roots such that difference is minus 13, not sum is minus 13. So take the roots 15 and 2. The roots were minus 15 and 2, so that the difference is minus 13 and product is minus 30. Divide the coefficient, which is 1, so it doesn't matter, and change the sign. So these were the two roots. First tell me roots are clear or not. You are getting the roots wrong. Now what we are going to do? We'll just put these values. Look at it. So you can put it on the number line, guys. Smaller is minus 2, so put it on the left hand side. More is 15, so put it on the right hand side. Now, just listen carefully what I'm saying. If the coefficient of the highest degree of the equation is positive, your sign will start with positive. Positive, negative, positive. If the highest degree coefficient is positive, the sign will start with positive, negative, positive. Because the parabola is like this, if you can relate. So from here, the parabola is positive, in between it is negative, and here the parabola is again positive. Otherwise, if you do not know how to draw the parabola, leave it. Just remember, if the coefficient of highest degree is positive, the sign will start with positive, negative, and positive. What do we need? We need less than 0. It means we are looking for negative solution. Where is the negative solution? Here the solution is positive. Here the solution is positive. But in this range, minus 2 to 15, I'm getting negative solution. So I'll write minus 2 to 15. And as the including sign was there, so I'll use the close bracket, minus 2 to 15. Yes, Chabjit. Clear to everyone? It's not 15 to minus 2. Write it properly. It's minus 2 to 15. Done? Okay. We'll take many examples, so do not worry about it. Let's have ask you. Now tell me the range. I'm not rubbing it. 2x square minus 13x plus. Jabjeet, look at this question now. 15 is greater than equal to 0. Tell me the range. Siddhant, I do not know the roots this time. I want the range. Ranbir, at least find the roots correctly. Tejaswini is correct. Subhashri, no. Just give me a moment. Okay. Yes, correctly. Most of you got it correct. The product is 30. So as you are getting the product positive, so look for two factors such that sum is minus 13. So you'll take minus 10 and minus 3. So sum is minus 13 and product is 30. Divide by 2 and change the sign. These are the two roots. So the smaller is 3 by 2. So I'll take it 3 by 2 on the left hand side and 5 on the right hand side. Now, highest degree coefficient is again positive. So I'll start the sign with positive, negative, and positive. Jajit, those who did not get it earlier, if the coefficient is positive, I'll start with positive, negative, and positive. What do we need this time? We need positive. And where we getting positive? More than 5 and less than 3 by 2. So I'll take a certain example. If this is negative, I'll start with negative, positive, and negative. Okay. So we need positive. We are where we are getting positive. We are getting positive this side more than 5 and less than 3 by 2. So how will write it? You'll write it minus infinite to 3 by 2, minus infinite to 3 by 2, and 3 by 2 is including, and infinite is never including, guys. So you'll always use open bracket with infinite. Union 5 to infinity. That is a complete solution. Minus infinite to 3 by 2, union 5 to infinite. This is clear now, Vasu? Now the screen is okay, I think. This clear to everyone? Kundan, Rakesh, those who are getting in between, this is not in between. This time it is on far end. Now, if there is a negative coefficient, let's say I take a negative coefficient example also. If the question is like this, now tell me, what is the answer? Be check again. Chirag, get the root correct. Okay, most of you getting it correct. No, Mukul. If it is starting with negative, we'll start with negative. Okay, first get the root correct. 42 into minus 2, that is minus 88. I'm repeating again and again, if product is negative, try to search for two factors such that difference is plus 3. Difference is plus 3 and product is minus 88. So you'll take 11 and minus 8. I hope we have taken so many examples, so it should be clear now. A 11 and minus 8, two factors such that product is minus 88 and difference is plus 3. Divide by minus 2. Change the sign. Ultimately, if you do not get the roots correct, the answer will not be correct any time. Put it on the number line, minus 4 and 11 by 2. I told you if coefficient is negative, you will start with negative sign. Negative, positive, negative. And what do you want this time? Greater than 0 means positive. So where we are getting positive? We are getting in between of this range. So answer is minus 4 to 11 by 2. That is the answer. Why so many different answers? Datan. Those who got it wrong earlier, guys. Joshi, Makul. At least get the roots correct, guys. Aman, roots are correct. Roots you find correctly. After finding the roots, take the smaller value on the left hand side, take the bigger value on the right hand side. If the highest degree coefficient is negative, then start with negative sign. Negative, positive, negative. And then look for this sign. This time you need greater than 0. Means positive. Tell me where we are getting positive. We are getting positive in between of this range, no? So we'll write it minus 4 to 11 by 2. Aman. Clear to everyone? Good. I'll combine that. X square minus 9x minus 22 is less than 0. Aman, get your basics clear. Sign doesn't matter. If it is greater than, then you will look for positive. If it is less than, you will look for negative. You have taken so many examples. What is the doubt now? Still look for it. No, no, Chirag, this is not the question. The question is find the common range of these two inequalities. Find the common range. Common range means the value of x which will satisfy both the inequalities. First get it individually and then combine them. Okay, we'll check. Common range will satisfy both the inequalities. First get it individually and then club it. Subhadeep, what is the answer? Everyone is getting a different answer. Okay, let's discuss one and then see what is the answer. Siddhant, देखते हैं. Let's check Vasu. First get it individually. The first equation is x square minus 9x minus 22. Now stop writing guys. Look at the solution. So you need minus 22 such that difference is of minus 9. So you'll get minus 11 and 2. Divide by the coefficient and change the sign. So roots are 11 and minus 2. So put it on the number line. It's minus 2 and 11. The coefficient is positive, so I will start with positive sign. Positive, negative, and positive. I'm looking for negative, which is in this range. The first part is clear to everyone. Ask me if it is still not clear. This much is clear. Okay. Look at the second equation. That is minus 2x square plus 3x plus 35 is less than 0. So if I multiply these two, I'll get minus 70. If product is negative, I'm looking for two factors so that the difference is plus 3 and product is minus 70. So I'll take 10 and minus 7. So the difference is plus 3 and product is minus 70. Divide by minus 2 and change the sign. These are the two roots. And in this case, the coefficient is negative. So I will start with negative sign. Negative, positive, negative. I need negative. So I'm looking for the solution in this range. Individually, they are clear. Anyone has a doubt in this second part or first part? Aman, Japji, Sabiya, those who are getting it wrong earlier. Till here it is clear. Now we club it. What is the minimum out of these four? What is the minimum out of these four? These are four value, two value here and two value here. What is the minimum? Minus 7 by 2. So I'll take minus 7 by 2 on the left side, leftmost side, then minus 2, then 5, and then 11. Put it in increasing order. Sagar, we divide by the minus 2 coefficient. So if 10 is divided by minus 2, the sign will automatically change. You need to divide by the coefficient. If it is negative, then you divide by negative. If it is positive, you divide by positive. And then ultimately you need to change the sign. So it is again changing twice. That's why. Sagar. Now club it, guys. After writing on the number line, club it. Here I am getting the solution between minus 2 to 11. Minus 2 to 11, I was getting the solution from the first equation. Minus 2 to 11. In the second equation, I am getting the solution greater than 5 and less than minus 7 by 2. There is a second solution. Now can you see some common part which is intersecting both the equation? This is the common part which is in the first solution as well and which is in the second solution as well. So the only common solution of these two equations is 5 to 11. That is the answer. How many of you got it correct earlier? Okay, good. Yeah, okay. Now it is clear to everyone how to club it. Is it close bracket? It's called open bracket. This time it is not including. Nityanan. If it is not including, then use it open bracket. In final answer, it is open. Here also it is open. Yes, Vijay, it can be the case where you do not get anything common possible. Then you will write it, it's phi range, nothing common. Okay, take one more question, guys. Everyone should get it correct this time. Take it anything as I take it normally. Minus 3x square plus 17x minus 22 is less than 0. X square minus 11x minus 180, it's greater than 0. Here, this is, I'm using equal to sign as well. Here, I'm not using equal to sign. So be careful. Tell me the number of integral solution. Integral values of x which will satisfy both the inequalities. Number of integral values of x. Vasu, I have given according to your question only. I did not see it even in your question. So here one will be closed and one will be open. Number of integral values, Chirag. Yes, correct. So I'm changing the sign. Answer is infinite, guys, in this case. Or you can say uh, many values. So I'm changing the sign here in the second equation. Take it less than 0. Now tell me the answer. I've changed it in second equation. Take it less than 0 and then there will be certain things common. Now tell me. Number of integral values, Rovia. Aishi, number of integral values. Okay, Subhash, we will check. Okay, two different answers till now. 16 and 27. 16, 28. Till now I have received these many answers. 26 also. Kushagra Wise is there. Okay, so many people are reading 27. First get the range and then find number of solutions, integral solutions. Return number of values. Okay, let's check so many different answers. 29 also. 22 also. 4 also. Look at the solution now, guys. Okay, now stop. Check the solution. With the first one, minus 3x square plus 17x minus 22 is less than equal to 0. So product is 66 and I want 17. So 11 and 6, divide by minus 3 and change the sign. So these are the factors. These are the roots 11 by 3 and 2. Coefficient is negative. So I'll start with negative sign. Negative, positive, negative. And I need the negative values. So I'll get the solution here. First part is clear. In second case, the roots are minus 22 and minus 9 plus 9. Divide by coefficient and change the sign. So roots are 20 and minus 9. Coefficient is positive, so start with positive, negative, and positive. You need less than sign, so in between 9 to 20. I'm sure that individually both of them should be clear. Any doubt? Okay, good. Now put it on the number line. The smallest among them is minus 9, then 2 comes, then 11 by 3, and then 20. It says in between minus 9 to 20. Minus 9 to 20 in between. It says greater than 11 by 3 and it says less than 2. So basically my common solution is this and this. Now you need to visualize that here it is including sign. So basically minus 2 is included, but minus 9 and 20 are not included. So you'll write it like this: minus 9 to 2 union 11 by 3 to 20. Here it is open bracket and here 11 by 3 and 2 are closed bracket. They are not included. Sorry, they are included. Minus 9 and 20 are not included. So tell me minus 9 to 2. Here minus 9 is not included. So you'll start with minus 8 to 2. Minus 8 to 2. How many integral values? How I told you. Take the difference plus 1. 11. So 11 integral values from here. This is 3.66. So the first integer in this range is 4. And 20 is not including, so 19. So 4 to 19, there are 16 solutions. So total integral solution are coming out to be 27. Good answer. As most of you got it 27, that is correct. Same answer, guys. Those who got it 27 or 28, they took the range correctly. So counting may be a problem, but those who got it 27, they get it exactly. If you're able to do this much, you can do any kind of question based on the quadratic or even higher degree. We'll come to higher degree as well now. Good, Ayush. So with the practice, you'll learn. No problem. Everyone, tell me this is clear so that we can proceed. Good. Okay. Now the next type of question. Let's have ask you what is the range of x. Yeah, Sabia, you can. Tell me what is the range of x. This is a 4-degree equation. Chirag, that is 2x minus 6, not 6. Okay, I tell you one question and then you can do it. Get the critical point, guys. This is called critical point, where x is, this part is becoming 0. So here it is minus 3, here it is 5, here it is minus 9, and here it is 3. The values of x for which the bracket is 0 or it is a factor of that equation. Now write it in the ascending order. So smallest is minus 9, then minus 3, then 3 and then 5. These are the 4 values. If the highest degree coefficient means if I multiply these 4 brackets, the highest degree coefficient will be positive or negative. Tell me. If I multiply these 4 brackets, as all the 4 coefficients are positive, so highest degree coefficient will be positive, right? So I'll start with positive sign. Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. Start with positive and then alternate. Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. What do you want? You need less than 0. Less than 0 means you need negative solution. And where we are getting negative? We are getting negative in the range of 3 to 5. And where we are getting negative? Minus 9 to minus 3. So your answer is minus 9 to minus 3 union 3 to 5. That is your answer. Straight away. Single line. As the factors are already given, so this is easy. Just put it on the number line. Start with positive if it is positive coefficient. Start with negative if it is negative coefficient. So positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. You need negative. So that is in between 3 to 5 and minus 9 to minus 3. No, Suryakant. Where it is equal to sign, why should be square bracket? It is open bracket. Is it equal to sign given anywhere? Vijay, why there is doubt? Suryakant. If it would have been less than equal to 0, then there is a close bracket. Then we'll write it like this. Okay. So now tell me, what is the range of x? Yes, should be correct. Chiragan and B. Yes, Bajri. Yes, Gaurav. Yes, Nitin. No, Suryakant. You are missing one value. Yes, Rajesh. Aishi, why it is 3 by 2? Okay. Look at the critical points. No, Ayush. It's minus 3, 9, 2, and minus 7. These are the critical points where this bracket is getting 0. Put it on the number line. It's minus 7, minus 3, 2, and 9. Now, highest degree coefficient, if I multiply these four, is it negative or positive, Nityanand? Highest degree coefficient is negative or positive? Those who are getting infinite, they are getting it wrong, guys. The highest degree coefficient is negative or positive? Nityanand, why it is positive this time? Positive into negative into positive into positive. What you will get? Positive or negative? It is negative. So you'll start with negative sign. Negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. What do you need? You need positive greater than 0. And where are we getting positive? We are getting positive in the range of 2 to 9 and minus 7 to minus 3. So that is the answer. Why infinite? Aishi, why by 2? 3 by 2. That is minus 3, no? Clear to all, guys. This is simple. Those who got it infinite, they might have taken the positive coefficient. This time it is negative coefficient. So you'll start with negative sign. Yeah, Surika. Done, guys. Tell me the next. What is the range of x? Bracket Randir कौन है ये? Ajitendra. Bracket here doesn't matter brackets. These are brackets, whether it is small, bracket matters with this sign, whether it is less than 0 or less than equal to 0. Okay, those who are including 3 in the solution, that is wrong, guys. Now tell me this term is positive or negative? This term is positive or negative, tell me. X minus 3 whole square. Who is saying it is negative? Ayushi. Ayushi, this term is positive or negative? X minus 3 whole square. It's always positive, na? Even power. If x minus 3 whole square is always positive, can I ignore it from the question? Does it matter what I'm taking the value of x? Which value of x is taking? Whether you take x minus 5 or plus 50 or plus 70, does it matter in this solution? Because it is always positive. So always remember, guys, if you are getting some terms which are always positive or always negative, you can ignore it from the question. Ignore it or divide it. I told you that if you divide with positive quantity both the side, the sign will not change. So if I divide with x minus 3 whole square both the side, the sign will not change. No, Ayush, 3 is not a critical point. I'll come to that again. So the critical points are minus 5, 7 and 5. Ignore it. 3 is ignore it initially. Put it on the number line. It's minus 5, 5 and 7. The coefficient of these three is positive. So we'll start with positive sign. Positive, negative, positive, negative. I want less than 0 means I want negative. Negative I'm getting between 5 to 7 and less than minus 5. So I'll write minus infinity to minus 5 union 5 to 7. Till here it is clear, guys. Okay, now one more step. After doing this much, you will come back to this bracket x minus 3 whole square. Now this x minus 3 whole square, we have ignored it initially. But tell me for which value of x this bracket can be equal to 0. Can I say this bracket can be equal to 0 for 3? So if I take x equal to 3, this will become equal to 0. Equal to 0 is a valid solution or not valid? Equal to 0 is a valid solution or not valid? Not valid, na? So can I take x equal to 3? Can I take x equal to 3 in this range? No, we can't take x equal to 3. So after writing your solution, check whether you have included x equal to 3 or not. In this solution, x equal to 3 is including or not? So in this solution, if x equal to 3 is not included, you need not to worry. This is your exact solution. Had it been x minus 6, now tell me whether we have including x equal to 6 in this solution or not. We have including included na x equal to 6 though. So the correct solution will not be this time. The correct solution will be either you can write it like this, minus 6. When we use a single value, we use a middle bracket. When we write it a single value, we use a middle bracket. You understand the middle bracket? Middle bracket like this. So after writing this, you have to ignore one of the value which is 6. So you can say minus 6. Or you can write your solution like this. Union 5 to 6, union 6 to 7. When we are writing this way, we have taken all the values except 6 because 6 is not including both the ways. 5 to 6, union 6 to 7. Anyone? For them, this part is not clear. Ask me. Yes, I shall come to that also. So no need to worry. First tell me, this is clear or not, Prashant? Which part is not clear? Tell me. Why not 6? Because on 6, it will become equal to 0, Prashant. For equal to 0, I have taken a different example, Bhavya. Instead of 3, it would have been 6. Then we are going to exclude it. Okay, if it is 3, then it is okay. But if it is 6, then we have to exclude it. Kundan, I have taken a different example. I have taken initially 3 na. For 3, it was okay. We need not to ignore that 3 because we are not including 3 in the solution. But if it is equal to 6, then we cannot including 6 in the solution. So we need to ignore that 6. Had it been 6 instead of 3, then I need to write it the solution like this. Vasu will come to that equal to wala part. I'll come. First understand if it is not equal to 0, then what we have to do. Yes, Vijay, if there are more than 2 brackets of even places, then we have to ignore both. Take some more. I think that will be much clear if I take more example. Take one more. Let's say the question says x minus 4 whole square, x plus 3 whole cube, x minus 2, x plus 5 raised to power 4, x minus 6 is less than 0. Now tell me what is the solution. You have to just ignore the even power. Odd power, you will treat it like normal because odd power will be negative if x is negative, or it will be positive if x is positive. So these three values are there in the picture initially. So yeah, voice is coming fine, I hope. Seems correct, Chirag. Why so much time, guys? Rest of you. You can check the video later, Chirag. Correct, Ankita. So ignored it 4 and minus 5 initially. Ignore these two values. Take only minus 3, 2 and 6. Minus 3, 2 and 6. The coefficient of these three is positive, so start with positive sign. Positive, negative, positive, negative. What do we want? We want negative. So negative is coming out to be in between 2 to 6 and less than minus 3. This clear? Minus infinity to minus 3, union 2 to 6. After that, come back to these two values, 4 and minus 5. We do not want 4, we do not want minus 5. Definitely 4 is there included. So subtract 4. Check minus 5. Whether we have taken minus 5 in this range? Yes, we have taken minus 5 also in this range. So subtract minus 5 as well. So that is your complete solution. Or you can write it like this. Minus infinite to minus 5. Union minus 5 to minus 3. Union 2 to 4. Union 4 to 6. Both are valid solution. You can write it any of the way. Here we have not included minus 5. So minus infinity to minus 3, but we have not included minus 5. Here 2 to 6, but we have not included 4. I'm sure now you can do it. Jatin, I'll come to that. Don't need to worry about it. The next question is same. First tell me this is clear or not. Okay, good. Now come to this. What is the answer? Yes, same guys. Why again so much time? Okay, so as I said, if they're even power, ignore it. Let's check the solution. There are three values on the number line. One is minus 6, then minus 4, then 3. Coefficient is positive. So start with positive, negative, positive, negative. What do we need? We need negative. So negative we are getting in between 3 to minus 4 and less than minus 6. So initially you will write minus infinity to minus 6, but this time as including sign. So close bracket, union minus 4 to 3. This clear? Yes, Gargi. If it is negative for two places, we'll make it positive. Is it a correct answer or wrong answer? Yes, it is not complete, not excluded. Sushi. Correct, Sagar. There's a difference. Now, in the earlier question, it was less than 0, right? So, if it is less than 0, that 4 we were excluding because that cannot be equal to 0. But this time in this question, it is given less than equal to 0. So, this time this bracket can be equal to 0, na? So, 4 is a valid solution this time or not valid? Tell me, 4 is a valid solution or not valid? Valid solution because it can be equal to 0 this time. Now, after writing this much solution, check whether we have included 4 earlier or not. Has been included 4 in this question? No, we have not included 4. But 4 is a valid solution now. So we have to include 4 as well. That is a complete solution. So correct answer is minus infinity to minus 6 union minus 4 to 3 union 4. That is a complete solution. This time 4 is a valid solution. And that is the difference. If it is less than sign, you need to exclude it. If it is less than equal to sign, you have to include it. Nityam, x equal to 4 is a valid solution or not? Tell me. Nityanand, you're not able to identify that whether x equal to 4 is a valid solution or not. If it is equal to sign, it means it can be 0. If it can be 0, it means x equal to 4 is a valid solution. So if it is a valid solution, we need to include x equal to 4 as well. In this solution, x equal to 4 is not included earlier. So you need to include 4 as well. That is the complete solution. No, Prashant, if it is already included, then you need to write it again. Had it been 5 year, if it would have written 4 to 5, then I'll not include separately. If it is not included, then write it separately. Otherwise, no need to write it. Tell me one more. 'What is the range of x? 5 plus x. Here it is minus x. 'Everyone should get it till now. Okay, look at it. Ignore this. Even power. Are you getting my voice? Okay, so just ignore this 2 minus x whole square. The remaining values will be put it on number line. So here it is minus 5. Then we have 4, 5 and 6. As you can see that this is negative coefficient. Negative into positive makes it negative. Negative into negative makes it positive. Positive into negative makes it negative again. So three negatives. If there are three negative coefficient, ultimately I'll get negative sign. So I'll start with negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. What do we need? We need negative. So negative we are getting here. So my answer is minus infinite to minus 5, union 4 to 5, union 6 to infinity. After that, check whether you have included 2 or not. 2 is a valid solution. 2 is including in the solution or not. 2 is not included in the solution. So we need to include 2 as well. And that is my complete solution. I'm sure now all of you must have got it. Is still any doubt? Ask me. Chalo. Good. Thank you, Prashant. So अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ? No, Ankita. That's why I said अभी खत्म नहीं है. If you want to do it some more questions, I can take it some more time. What do you want? Should I continue in the next class or should I take it now? Because still half an hour or 1 hour is still left. I can take it some more example, more kind. Now, chalo. Thank you, Joshi. Yes, even other institute people come to attend this class of mine, inequalities. They watch the videos. Some people are saying next class, some people are saying now next class more example. चलो फिर ऐसे करते हैं. We'll continue in next class because yeah, class is interested. Vijay, I do not have any problem, but I think some of the people you should take all the classes. But Ankita, this is not possible because I've already take take so many offline classes, so already busy with the classes. Bhavya, it is just the beginning. So I'll take more classes. I'll take inequality with modulus as well. So this is just a normal inequality. And in this question, let's say if I give you, let's say simple example, we take two, three more, and then we'll continue in the next class. I'll take some more example. Let's say if I ask you like this, what is the range of x? I take one or two example more, and then we'll continue. Second bracket is not factorizable. Imaginary root. Yes, do not worry about it. This bracket is imaginary root, guys. If you check b square minus 4ac, that is minus 7 square minus 4ac, that is coming out to be negative. So b square minus 4ac is negative. It means this has imaginary root or complex root. I'm sure you must have done the graph. If roots are imaginary, the graph or parabola neither touch nor cut the x-axis. You know that the parabola is always in the upward direction. It will neither touch nor cut. Sabia, voice is clear. Check your connection. This part is clear to everyone. If the roots are imaginary, if d is less than 0, the graph does not touch nor cut, neither touch nor cut the x-axis. So you can say that this graph is always positive. You cannot draw the graph as the roots are complex, but you can say the graph is always positive because roots are imaginary. So you can say that this part is always positive. Always. You put any value of x, this will be always positive because graph is above the x-axis. The y cannot be negative. So if this graph is always positive, so as I told you, if I divide a positive quantity both the sides, the sign will not change. So if you get some imaginary part in your equation, this is not going to affect my solution. My solution is only this much. Then it will be always negative, Tejaswini. Tejaswini is saying if the graph is like this. Now roots are imaginary again. B square minus 4 AC, that is all also negative. But if it is coefficient is negative, then graph will be downward. Graph will be downward. Again, it will neither touch nor cut the x-axis. So it will be like this, Tejaswini. So then it will be always negative. So imaginary roots are always positive or always negative. Okay, so here it is always positive. You ignore it, the sign will not change. My question was this, and we know how to find the roots. Minus 10 and 3, divide the coefficient and change the sign. So answer is in between minus 3 to 10. Positive, negative, positive. So if you get some imaginary equation, this is easy. You can avoid it from the equation itself. Clear this part? Okay. So I'll take one more and then we'll continue in the next class. Same logic. No, Jabjeet. This is basic, I think. This is not IIT. This is just basic. Yeah, tell me. Number of integral values of x. Number of integral values. And check your chat window. I have assigned a handout. Get it, whether you get it or not. Ananya Ghosh is coming, I think, for the first time. Gargi also doesn't speak. Jatin, Yeshvi, Priyanka should be infinite. No, it's not infinite. Look at it. First, look at this part. The roots are imaginary or real. 25 minus 28. It's negative. So roots are imaginary. And if roots are imaginary and the coefficient is negative, I told you that the graph will be something like that. This is always negative. And I told you in the beginning that if you divide with a negative quantity, both the sides, the sign will change. So your question was not with the greater than sign, the question will become the less than sign because sign will change. This part is clear that how come the sign is changed? Because we are dividing with the negative quantity both the side. So I told you if we divide the negative quantity both the side, the sign will change. So now do the factorization part, that is minus 56, that is 14 and 4. Minus 14 and 4 divided by the coefficient 2 and change the sign 7 and minus 2. Put in the number line, it's minus 2 and 7. Uh, Positive coefficient, so positive, negative, positive, and I need negative, so minus 2 to 7. And how many integral? 10 integral solution. Yes, Sanjay was correct earlier. Correct, Joshi, Vijay, correct, Bhargavi. It's division, Nityanand. It's not multiplication, it's division. Yes, Prashant. If it is positive, then it will positive graph, upward graph. If it is negative, then it means downward graph. It's always negative. Okay, so we stop it here, guys. In today's class, I'll continue with inequalities and then I'll take modulus as well. Progression one assignment. Then there is no benefit because if you have not attended the class, then there is no benefit of attending the class, taking the doubts. First attend the class and then do it. Chalo guys, thank you. Thank you Sanjay, thank you Bhavya. So now practice. I'm sure now you can do it. The, almost all the questions from the book as well. I'll take one more session where we'll take the denominator as imaginary or complex equation as well. Okay. We'll meet on Friday. I wanted, but it is not possible. As I told you that I'm already very busy with the offline classes, so it's very tiring. Still, we'll try to take more session. Chalo, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.